Little Big Town this morning in 93.9 WLVB down in the old boondocks. It's 8:19. Good morning. I'm Roland LaJoy. Well, not only is it EMS week, but as you probably have known for the last couple of weeks during this time, it's also Mental Health Awareness Month. And we've been doing this with the folks from Lamoille County Mental Health for the last few years, actually. And we bring in different folks from different portions of the staff at Lamoille County Mental Health Services and talk about their particular service that they help provide. And Sherry Jones is with us this morning, who is the CESP of Lamoille County Mental Health Services. So, all right, Sherry, what does CESP mean?
I'm the
you have to
support.
The
I'm the Certified Employment Support Specialist and the supported employment coordinator at Lamoille County Mental Health Services. I didn't mean
to throw that at you so quickly there, but it's okay.
See, I told you.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, Sherry's a little nervous. So, well, glad to have you here. Now, I think this is a great series that we're doing because it does kind of tell folks a little bit more about the many, and it's so diverse. I mean, I think in the past we've talked about adult programs, we've talked about children's programs over the last couple of weeks. So, as the Supported Employment Coordinator in Development Services, or the CESP as you are. So talk a little about what that means and what you do.
We provide supports for individuals who are interested in working in the community. So we do job development, training, assessments, and ongoing support to maintain employment with individuals. And these individuals are... they were born with a developmental disability,
right?
And so they have employer-paid jobs in our local community here.
Right. And so do you work it? So you work it out with employers through your office? Is that how it works?
Yes. Yeah, I work directly with local employers to place individuals in employer-paid jobs.
Yeah. And how's that program? How it working out? How long
it's
has the
great.
Program going out? Yeah.
We have some really great employers in Lamoille County, and I have 48. Individuals in my supported employment program. That's individuals who have it in their individual support agreement that they want to work, and I have over 80% of them employed.
Right. So your job is mostly to go out to the employers in the area and see if they're interested. And do they come to you too as well? Or
I have had employers that call
yeah.
That have been happy with the program and supports and call when they have an opening. Yes.
Right. So how does it work for so say folks that are in the program are looking, so if they're looking for a particular job, like if they have a particular field that they want to get into, do you try to team them up with an employer?
Yes. And yeah. we work very closely with Voc Rehab Vermont.
Right.
And to look, our supports are individualized, so it's basically what you just said, what they're interested in, and then we research that, do assessments, and figure out what type of job they'd like to either try out, shadow, or actually try to get the job.
Yeah, actually, this is a great service for employers because the job market is it's kind of iffy in some places, and where employers are having trouble finding workers, and this is another great source for them to do that.
Yeah, it sure is, and employers also find out that our individuals are very dedicated and tend to have longevity in their jobs because they take pride in the work that they do.
Right.
So it is a good match.
Even though they do have even though they have their own issues that they have to deal with, they're still very motivated and they want to fit in and they want work.
Yes, they do.
So how long have you been with Mental Health Services now?
I've been at Lamoille County Mental Health Services for 13 years now.
Wow. So has it all been with this program, or is this a relatively new program that you're talking about?
No, it's not new. I actually started in 2003 as a behavior interventionist in the school systems. And after 2 years, I had an interest in working with adults, and so I became the supported employment coordinator and developed the program that we have now. We currently have one of the top employment programs in the state.
Wow. There's Lamoille County again, always leading in something. Don't you just love it? Just like we were talking in the last hour about EMS, we had a couple of award winners from here too. So now, if folks want to find out more, I want to do one more thing. But before I do that, if folks want to find out more about the program, how to enroll and finding jobs and all that, how do they go about doing that? They
They
talk to
can-
you specifically?
No, they could actually call the agency at 888-5026 and speak to our intake coordinator, who is Valerie LeGrand.
Okay.
Or they could, I do get a lot of calls because I'm known in the community, and I make referrals, so it can happen that way. Or if they just want more information, they could go to our new website, which is www.lemoyle.org.
Okay, all right. And so you can find out more through there. Now, not only do you have people that are working for businesses and all, but now you've got folks that are starting their own business. That's pretty
Yeah,
wild.
that's pretty exciting for
Now
individuals.
that's really showing motivation. So
Yeah.
how many do you have that are actually starting their own businesses?
We actually have 3 individuals who have micro enterprises, and because the EMS individuals were bringing in items to raffle off.
Yes, they have been. So you just had to top it, didn't you?
I did. I brought in a jar that a young gentleman who uses assistive technology to fill jars and sells them. He has his own website. His name is Patrick Lewis, and the name of his business is Purely Patrick.
Purely Patrick.
And
That's
so I
pretty
brought in a jar of cornmeal bread, which is what you make with a jar. He also makes jars with candy, soups, bird seed. He has one where where you make your own dog biscuits, including the dog bone cookie cutter.
Yeah. So the cornmeal that he made this.
Yes,
The meal himself.
Yep.
Wow.
He fills the jars using assistive technology,
Right.
and then sells them at Art in the Park, also in Stowe.
Yeah.
And on the mountain at the farmers market.
So he's got some places where he sells it too.
Yeah,
That's
he's
great.
pretty busy.
Yeah, that's great. So you've got here is a ball jar of golden cornbread. He even has the recipe here.
Yes, you have to add the liquid ingredients.
Yeah,
Yep.
because you can't just you got to add something to it.
Right.
So we're going to give this away.
Yeah.
All right. So you're trying to keep up with the EMS people. That's
Yeah.
good. All right. Well,
You
let's do that. So this is from Patrick Lewis, and again, the name of the company is,
Purely Patrick.
Purely Patrick. It's a jar of his own cornmeal, and it's got the recipe right on it. That's cool, and you can just make your own cornbread. So let's see. Let's make it the 4th caller. What do you think, Sherry?
Perfect.
4th caller. And you can get that at 888-4294 or 1-800-299-9436. Call number 4, and you'll have something from one of our neighbors here, Patrick Lewis, Purely Patrick, and it's a cornbread mix there, and all you have to do is add the ingredients. Boy, that's kind of my like that kind of cooking. So hang on for just a second. We'll get a winner, and then we'll come back in just a second here. You're on WLVB 93.9. George Strait, who celebrates a birthday. Did you know his birthday is tonight?
I did not know that.
Oh, well, you weren't listening this morning, were you? Anyway, congratulations to Lillian Morey of Morrisville, who won. Patrick will be very happy to know this. That Lillian has got a jar of Patrick's it's called the golden cornbread. I didn't embellish it enough. So his product, and Lillian says she hasn't made cornbread in a long time. I said, Lillian, well, this is a good time to start.
Sure.
Through his business called Purely Patrick. And where did you say that where are the places that he has those jars?
He has it. He has his own website on
He has his own website.
www.purelypatrick.com.
Okay.
He sells them at Art in the Park in Stowe,
Okay.
and also at the farmers market at Stowe Mountain Resort.
Okay, good. Okay, so you can look for them then. And, of course, Lillian's got her own now.
Yeah.
Courtesy of WLVB and Lamoille County Mental Health Services. Sherry Jones, who works again in the Developmental Services portion of Lamoille County Mental Health. It's part of our Mental Health Awareness Month. Thank you, Sherry.
Thank you, Roland.
Okay, have a good day. All right, and next week we'll talk to another person in Mental Health, Lamoille County Mental Health Services here at 93.9.